Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. I got an absolute banger gameplay for y'all. And to go along with it, I got a massive announcement I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. So we're just going to get right into this gameplay. Y'all know I don't like to waste any of y'all's time. All I do ask is that you consider dropping a like, subbing to the channel if you're new. It doesn't cost you a cent, but it does help me out a ton. I'm trying to change my life doing this, and I can't do it without you guys' help. Now, when this game started, I was not paying attention, so I didn't realize I was the 2-guard, but I went and got the inbound anyways, and straight away, we're pulling up and knocking that thing down. Something else y'all may have noticed when you clicked on the video is that the length of the video is a bit longer than it usually is for my gameplay videos. And that's because for the first time in the history of this channel, I am bringing y'all an uncut gameplay. And no, that is not the massive announcement I was talking about, but what I do need your guys' help with is your feedback on whether or not you like this type of video. So after you finish watching this, go down in the comments below, let me know, do you guys like this style of video better, or do you like when I cut it up, just kind of show you guys my highlights? Because I know a lot of y'all have been asking for longer videos in my comments, and I'm trying to deliver y'all the content that you guys enjoy. Y'all are the ones that support me and allow me to do this, so if you guys want longer videos, that means a little bit more time and energy on my part, but I'm going to put that in if that's what you guys want. Now, getting back to the gameplay, as y'all can see right here, they're going to drive and kick, set up a wide open 3. But one of the pros of having uncut gameplay is that you get to see how creators like myself actually play the game. You get to see what it looks like when we mess up, when things don't go our way, or how we play when we're not just clip hunting. For example, right here I tried to drive and see if I could get either the left wing or left corner defender to help off and set us up an open 3, but 2 of my teammates ended up cutting, our big man wrapped around, and I ended up driving into traffic and turning the ball over. And when you play this game, sometimes that's just how it goes, especially if you're playing with randoms or people you don't know. A lot of people have this misconception that content creators are perfect and they never miss or turn the ball over or mess up at all or get scored on or anything like that. But that's just not the case. Everybody misses wide open shots, takes bad shots, turns the ball over, misses teammates when they're wide open, gets scored on, you name it. And those things happen pretty much every game, or at least every 5v5 game. In the park or, 3v3 pro-am, it's a lot easier to have perfect games, but y'all get the point. Now, early on in this one, we were actually losing. As y'all can see, they get out in transition, take the layup, and go up 7-5. But we're going to come right back down the floor and try to answer with some good ball movement to the corner. He swings it to me. I'm going to fake going left and go tween, get downhill, and I actually made the wrong pass right here. I probably should have kicked it top of the key, but they were in rotation, so the defender was out of position either way, and it made for an easy layup, and just like that, we are tied back up at 7 apiece. Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to turn up in this game, but the rest of the first quarter was actually pretty quiet for me. One thing that helps a lot of times if you're playing with rec randoms or people you don't know is to let them get going early, get them some touches, feed them early on in the game, and just kind of try to let them do their thing for a little bit. That way they know you're a team player and they don't feel like they're competing with you for touches or shots or whatever it may be. And then when you get the ball, just try to make the right play. This is especially key early on in the game. That way, even if you're missing wide open shots, they know you're doing the right thing. Now, I will say this does not work every time. Some of the people you're going to find in here are just insufferable, and they think everybody on the court should be looking for just them at all times. They think they need 30 shots a game. And that's just the unfortunate reality of playing with rec randoms. But who am I kidding? Y'all probably already know that. Thankfully, though, in this gameplay here, I was able to run into some actually super dope teammates. Now, up to this point, I was actually not in communication with them. I was in an Xbox party with one of my boys who doesn't play 2K. Y'all know how it is when you and your boy are on different games, but you still want to talk. But right here, Pete me taking this absolutely terrible 3. Definitely a makeable shot, but I was not ready for it, and I shot it way too late. Thankfully, though, we're going to get the offensive board and be wide open in the corner for 3. Now, after this possession right here, our 4 is actually going to invite me to a party, but like I said, I was already in a party with my boy, so I went ahead and invited him. What I didn't realize is they were already in a party together, so they're going to end up all filing into the party one by one. And like I said, they were some really dope dudes, so we were able to talk it up, and we started playing even better once we were all in communication. But even still, early on in this one, it was a back and forth game. Neither side really taking the top off. Both sides were missing some easy looks, trying to get out in the break. So I got to say, both sides were playing some pretty good defense, but we were also at the same time throwing away some easy possessions. Now they're going to take this fast break dunk right here and go up 13-11, but I'm going to be inbounding the ball, and I'm thinking at this point we need to push the pace a little bit, get our offense rolling. So I'm going to throw it ahead to our 4. He's going to find our 5 in the corner, and just like that, we got the lead back. Now, like I mentioned to y'all earlier, I have a big announcement for you guys, and I feel like now is as good a point as ever in this video to let y'all know what that is. So right now, as y'all know, school is starting back up, and I've already completed a year of college, but I'm honestly very sick of it, and I'm planning on dropping out and doing this full time. Now, it's a very, very scary move. Don't get it twisted. It's basically gambling with my future. But this is what I want to do, and I believe in the platforms that we built. I know that I'm willing to put in the hard work and time that it takes to make this something special. And most importantly, I know that God's got me. I know He has a plan for me, and even though I don't know what it is, I'm trusting that He'll guide me in the right direction and things will turn out all right. So yeah, I'm definitely scared, but I'm bound and determined to make this thing work. I know we can do it. I know I got some special followers, and I'm going to continue to work hard and give y'all the best content possible. So yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know what was up with me, and I figured since I'm having a relatively quiet first quarter in this one, now was the best time to do that. So yeah, definitely very scared, but you know, you only live once. So like I said earlier, I believe in what we've built. I know we can do this. I trust God, I trust his plan, and we're gonna make this thing work. But anyways, back to our gameplay here. As y'all can see, we're swinging the ball around. We're starting to find a little bit of a rhythm as a team, getting downhill, taking a 5-point lead. They're not going away, however, back on the other end. They're going to try to push the tempo a little bit. I'm going to try to press their point guard a little bit, see if I can force a turnover. But ultimately, he's going to throw it ahead to an open man in the corner. He's going to attack a closeout, and they're going to cut our lead back down to 3. But like I told y'all earlier, having all your teammates in one Xbox party is a game changer. We're going to try to end the quarter the right way here. I'm going to get the inbound pass, swing it to our 4. He's going to swing it up to the top of the key here, and we're going to get a wide open look. And our 1 is going to knock that thing down to push our lead back up to 6. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm super stoked for 2K24. I know every year 2K does a really good job of advertising and getting people fired up, and you know, sometimes the game turns out to be a little bit of a disappointment, at least relative to how fired up and excited they got all of us for all the new features and changes and whatnot. But this year honestly feels a little bit different. It feels like there's honestly just too many changes to ignore. And on top of that, it's looking like the first game in, 4 years now that the majority of the community is going to be on the same platform, which obviously means we're all hoping the game is going to feel more alive. But one underrated aspect about us all playing on the same generation of consoles, hopefully, or at least most of us, is that hopefully 2K will prioritize the next gen. This way, hopefully we can get better updates to the game and, you know, quicker and better updates to any problems that the game might have. And like a lot of you guys, I'm definitely super excited for the pro play. I think that's way too big of a change to ignore. So there's definitely reason to be hype about this game in my opinion. As y'all know, I like to play that little bit more realistic style. And I honestly believe adding pro play to the game gives that realistic style a huge boost. And not just in terms of effectiveness, which is what I really hope it brings to the game, makes the, the realistic style more viable, but it should also make it even more appealing to watch. Obviously, I already think it's the most aesthetically pleasing way to play the game, but I'm really hoping, and I think it will be the case, that this pro play feature just takes it up to a whole nother level. And by the way, y'all, I promise you I'm about to turn up in this one. When you look at my point total at the end of the game, you're going to be shocked that we just have 3 points right now. I swear. We're also about to start racking up a whole lot more assists as well. So just be patient with me. Like I told y'all, this is my first ever time on this channel going fully uncut. But yo, the one more thing I'm super excited for in 2K24 is the shooting. It's going to be green or miss again, which I already love. I just hope it's completely green or miss, because the way it is this year where, it's usually green or miss, but every now and then that 1 or 2 whites goes in, that just makes me want to pull my hair out, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way. But what I'm super excited for is no more full whites. Mike Wang let us know that as long as you're not shooting 100% smothered, there's always a green window that changes size depending on your stamina, whether you're contested or open or off the catch or whatever. And as long as you just release your shot within that window, it'll turn green, and I'm super excited for that. I'm so tired of full whites. I think it will also make content creation a whole lot better. That way, when you're going for clips, you're not getting full whited all the time. You might even catch some contested jump shot clips. I think it'll be a ton of fun. Obviously, if you're a defender, I could see how that might be irritating a little bit, but as y'all see right here, we get the steal, throw an outlet pass, and we're finally starting to turn up in this one. But as y'all can see, we are still locked in a close one here. We're only up by 3. It almost feels like we're playing with our food a little bit. The way they're just kind of out and running in transition all the time, they're really keeping it neck and neck. Now only up by 1 here. I'm going to take the inbound pass. They're starting to press a little bit. They're definitely feeling themselves. But I'm going to break this press right here and find our 3 going back door for the easy slam to put us back up by 3. But the key is we have to get some stops. They're almost running us off the floor, but we're just answering back at this point. So back on the defensive end, we're going to be flying around a little bit, playing a little bit, maybe over aggressive, trying to get a stop. I'm going to jump way out of position right here. Thankfully, my teammate chags up and I'm able to recover. This guy honestly should have taken the layup, but he blows it and he throws us a turnover. And we're going to take that dunk, start to extend our lead a little bit. And now a little tidbit for some of y'all that struggle to play defense out there. Defense is usually not as good as offense in 2K games because we all know offense is what sells. So just keep that in mind. You're literally playing a game where you're programmed to get scored on sometimes, so it is what it is. But what y'all need to remember is sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Y'all saw they bricked a wide open 3, and in turn that's going to lead to us getting a wide open 3, which then in effect means they can't get out and run it in transition, or at least not as easily, as long as we get back. Which I, of course, being the goober that I am, did not and gave up a free bucket. But my point still stands. If you score, it's a little bit harder for them to score. And for some reason in this game, it took me until literally right now to realize that, which is why I'm hitting my man with an explosive tween cross, getting downhill and throwing it down, giving us that 8-point lead. And because I scored, what you'll notice is on the other end, these guys do not have a very good half-court offense. They're going to come down the floor and try to get something going, but we're going to be all over it. They just don't have a very good half-court offense. And because I scored, now they couldn't get out and running, and so they're forced to play in the half-court offense where they're clearly not very good. And let's be honest, we got these dudes in Alcatraz. Speaking of which, I think a great addition to 2K would be proximity chat. You could be clamping someone up, talking your little mess, saying you got them boxed and whatnot. And could y'all imagine the conversations if you hit like a tough shot on someone, or you broke their ankles or crossed them up, whatever? Like, that would be crazy. I usually try to be a nice guy, but man, y'all have no idea. If I hit someone with a sidestep 3 right in their face, y'all have no idea. The stuff I would be saying would be so out of line, it'd be crazy. Just to be clear, I don't think that would ever happen because I'm pretty sure 2K is rated E for everyone, and I'm sure y'all could only imagine the type of conversations that would be happening if proximity chat was in the game, but it's a fun idea. Now, as promised, we're starting to take over this one. I'm going to get downhill right here, hop step, draw in the help defense, kick it to my man in the corner. He's knocking that down to give us a 12-point lead. And that right there is only the beginning. We're about to get into the buckets too, but first we got to play a little bit of defense. Here they are again, trying to get out and run it. They got a guy down the court cherry picking, but we're able to recover, get a little bit of contest, and just like that, our track shoes are on. I'm going to come open on the left wing, and you already know we are sparking that thing. The number one way to get your teammates to give you the ball is knock down your open shots. Everybody loves a free assist. You knock down your open shots, pass the ball, create looks for others. Next thing you know, everybody's giving you the ball to cook. But now peep this man with the pink hair just backing up. This bro had one thing on his mind, and nobody was going to stop him from doing that. I'm really glad they're nerfing that thing in 2K24. But anyways, I'm going to take this inbound pass, and let me tell y'all, anytime your man is trying to check you in the backcourt, hurry up the court, bro. If you're a good decision maker, trust yourself, get it up the court. If you have the opportunity to play with a numbers advantage in the half court, you should be taking it every time. Right there, as y'all can see, I recognized that my man was checking me in the backcourt, so I just pushed the pace a little bit, and I got us an open 3. Now back on offense, I'm out and running, but this time I'm stopping at the hash, and you already know I'm sparking that thing. Now, I know this is probably like my 18th genius idea of the video, but can you imagine if they had NBA commentators for 5v5 games like this? On second thought, let me just retract that statement because I don't know how well they could do that, and it would honestly probably just end up being repetitive and annoying like it is in my career games or Play Now games or whatever. But yeah, just like that, y'all, peep the scoreboard, man. We have really blown the top off this game. Just a few minutes ago, it was like a 6-point game. Like I promised y'all, we're getting in our bag a little bit, but the job is not finished. We got a big second half coming up. Now, I know I told you guys we were going completely uncut for this game, and we still pretty much are, but I am going to cut up that little halftime break because I'm not trying to sit through that, and I'm sure you guys aren't either. But yeah, we're going to try to close out the half really strong here. We're actually going to take a foul with 4 seconds left. But man, y'all peep this second quarter stat line. We outscored them 29-13. And off the inbound, I'm not going to lie to y'all, we're going to have everything pretty boxed up. My guy's going to come get the ball in the corner here. He's going to try to get to that elbow step back jumper, but I'm all over that. And that's going to wrap things up for the half. We take a 22-point lead, into the break. Here's a quick stat check for y'all, and we're right back into the action. Our PG is going to bring the ball down the floor and be super patient while he waits for our inbounder to come down the floor, streaking down the lane for an easy dunk. And just like that, we are up by 24 points. And now I feel like it's a good time to ask y'all, what is y'all's opinion on the uncut gameplay so far? Now, obviously, the gameplay in the second half of this game is a lot more exciting than the first half, but I just want to know your thoughts so far. What are you guys thinking? I'm going to be getting a new wire, so hopefully I can give you guys some live commentary. The one I have right now is just not working. Otherwise, this game would have been live comm as well. But yeah, just stay tuned for that. Hopefully, these gameplays are going to be live comm as well. I'll be in there talking with my boys in the party and my teammates as well. So yeah, I got a lot of big things coming for 2K24, and that's just one more tool in the box, live commentary gameplays. And speaking of 2K24, I know we've talked a lot about it in this one, but I'm super excited for it, so I can't help myself. I know you guys are excited too. I want y'all to know that day one, when the game drops, I'm going to be delivering y'all another point guard build. I'll drop maybe one more build that's probably maybe a big man or a wing later in the day or the day 2 of the game. And I just want y'all to know you can trust that I will have been in the builder for multiple hours before I drop a build video. I know a lot of people are going to be spending a lot of money on builds this year, so I want to make sure I put my best foot forward when I deliver you guys a build video because I don't want to just be trying to make a quick buck off y'all or anything like that. I actually don't even make money from YouTube yet, but I just want y'all to know I know that you guys spend money on your builds, so I'm going to do my absolute best to deliver you guys a build that I've worked hard on, tested out alternates to it and whatnot. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I know I've said this earlier, but please y'all be on the lookout for those YouTubers that are just cranking out like 7 or 8 build videos in the first 2 days of the game. I'm not even saying you got to use my build or watch my build video. I think you should check it out definitely, but I'm just wanting y'all to be safe with your money. Be careful. These dudes, some of them do not have your best interest at heart. They're just trying to make a quick buck. My other piece of advice would be to watch multiple build videos. Everyone has their own unique playstyle, and some content creators find stuff that others don't, whether it's on purpose or not. But yeah, I'm just telling y'all, I want you to be super diligent with how you spend your money. Builds are expensive, and they're probably only going to continue to get even more expensive as time goes on and new 2Ks release. That's just how inflation is. And like I said, I don't even need you to make my build or watch my build video. I would recommend you at least watch, that way you have an idea of something you might be interested in. But like I said, watch a few different build videos from different creators. Everybody brings something different to the table. Be smart with how you spend your money. Make sure the $100 or so that you're putting into your build is worth it. My other piece of advice is if you are still in school, do not skip that day just to come home and play 2K. I promise y'all it is never worth it. I've never done it personally, so I guess I can't say that for sure. But just please spend the day in school with your classmates, your friends, because in a year's time, skipping that day of school to play 2K on release day is going to do nothing for you. You're not even going to care that you did it. But later down the line, you might wish you just spent one more day with your friends in school. Trust me, there will come a time very soon, plenty soon enough, that you are out of school and you won't have to skip class or anything to play 2K right away on release day. But if you are still in school, enjoy that time, be with your classmates, your friends, and just play 2K when you get home. One other type of video I'm going to try to put out for y'all in 2K24 fairly early on is a VC method. I put one out for y'all this year, but it was just like relatively late in the year. I had known about it for a while, and I've actually been doing it for years. So if you guys want to go watch that one, it'll probably work next year, so it wouldn't hurt to just check it out and at least know about it in case it does work again. And the reason I'm telling y'all this is because I don't want y'all feeding 2K's pockets any more than you have to. I understand for your build, you want to get it up quick. It can take forever if you don't spend money. But the only way we're ever going to get them to lower VC prices, or at least stop raising them, bumping them up, is if we minimize the amount that we are giving them. But anyways, let me get back to the action. As y'all can see right here, our lead has been cut to the measly margin of 28 points. We're practically on the verge of blowing the game, but thankfully we were able to force a turnover because momentum was clearly swinging in the other direction. But now we need someone to put their foot on the gas and take over, because this one is looking bleak. And who better to take over the game than the main character in this YouTube video, am I right? I'm going to come down the court here and waste no time getting in my bag. I'm hitting this man with an explosive tween cross into the sidestep 3. Look at the separation and the green bean. Midway through the sidestep, one of my guys in the party said that's tough, but I thought he said that's off. So I about snapped on bro. When you're the main character in a YouTube video, the sliders get turned up for you. A lot of people don't realize it, but yeah, my secret's out. That's how I hit the tough shots. Now, I would say we've built a fairly large community of dope followers and subscribers on here, and another app that starts with a T. And we've built that community by hitting jelly layups and tough shots, but one thing people don't know about me is I'm a playmaker. And that's probably my own fault. If you know, you know. But peep this touchdown pass. We don't get the assist, but we get the hockey assist. That is called initiating offense. All good hoopers know, whether IRL or virtually, the power of a swing pass. By just swinging the rock, you can get so much offense generated for your team, you have no idea. Now, obviously, there are other ways to generate offense, but a swing pass is just one of them. Now, if you're anything like myself and you believe in the my bank account, my buckets motto, you might opt for an option like sprinting into a pull-up mid-range as your form of generating offense. But to each their own, am I right? And I'm telling y'all right now, as long as you are an efficient scorer, as long as you're hitting most of your shots, there's no shame in it. Go get yours. Now, obviously, I'm just joking. Don't be looking off your teammates when they're wide open. But now I got a funny story for y'all. After we got done with this game, I told my teammates GG. And hey, if y'all are interested in 2K content at all, like watching videos, I do social media for this stuff. So if you guys are interested, go follow me on these platforms and whatnot. And they were like, yeah, for sure, for sure. And one of the guys, R4 specifically, he was like, all right, yeah, let me check. He's like, wait, I already follow you, bro. So then he starts sending some of his boys my videos, and I'm thinking like, man, this is super cool. Like, that's a super dope interaction with a follower. But then I instantly became so thankful that he did not recognize me like while we were playing or before the game or anything like that. Because sometimes a lot of y'all be recognizing me, and then, you know, when we're on the same team, you be forcing me the ball a little bit. And I'm not mad at it at all. I totally get it. I totally understand. But then I am trying to put on a show for you guys, so I start forcing things, and then it just gets ugly, and it's, you know, it's not good. I don't play well. So yeah, I was just super thankful that I was able to play the full game without him like recognizing me right away, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have played as good as I have up to this point, and as good as I'm about to play in this fourth quarter. So yeah. But please, if y'all ever match up with me in a game, just please feel free to reach out, send me a message, say hi, what's up. Please just wait until I've hit like a shot or two so I'm in rhythm or something like that, so I'm not forcing it or anything like that. Because man, I'd just be trying so hard every time I find out you guys are in a game with me, trying to put on a show for you guys, because, you know, I'm a man of the people, you know. I low-key debated cutting out this last 4 seconds of this quarter, because honestly, this last bit was a little bit embarrassing, this attempted buzzer beater, because I'm not sure what made me let go of the shoot button so early, but it was a brick, bro. It was a brick. But we got one more quarter of basketball to get into, 33-point lead, more tough buckets to come, I promise y'all. So let's get into it. So the fourth quarter actually got off to a pretty rough start. We're going to give up a wide open easy dunk on the backdoor cut right there. Only a 31-point lead now. We're looking like we might be in a little bit of danger. And right here, I'm wide open in the left corner. I pull the 3 and absolutely brick it and take over. That's not the kind of thing you can be doing when you're dropping out of college to play this game. I was about to blame my jump shot, but I low-key can't because the thing is fire. It's just my fault. I low-key forgot whose career it was. Like, if I'm the main character, I can't be bricking like that. Let's be real. But fear not, we're actually going to play a little bit of defense right here. They're trying to swing the rock, generate an open look. It's going to find my man on the left wing, and I already know how all y'all play. You're fading in the left corner, fading in the right corner. I'm all over that. We get the stop again, get a rebound, and you already know my track shoes are on. I'm pulling up from even deeper than last time at the hash again. Bang, baby. I've really had range like that since almost day one of this game. If y'all want to go watch some of my earlier gameplays in the year, it was crazy. Like the deep threes I was pulling in the clutch, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't have the dribbling down back then like I do now, but man, I'm not even joking. I was pulling up from Curry range like 5 or 6 times just in one gameplay with the game on the line too, like consistently. It was crazy. Like it was a routine jump shot. I shouldn't even be hyping myself up like that though, because like we've already established, the main character in a YouTube video gets their sliders turned up. We've been over this. The other way to get good at 2K and start hitting tough shots in game is just to start shooting. Remember whose career it is. Everybody that you're in the game with pressed on the same tab to get in the rec. My career. Which means they all know that you're the main character in the story, so they should have no problem with you shooting tough shots, or shooting all the shots for that matter. Like for example, I just saw that man pull up and knock down a 3, so on the other end, I'm gonna have to one-up him. They answer back with a 3, now it's my time to shine. I'm gonna come and get this inbound. It's my career, bro. I'm sprinting up the court, pull up, you already know the result. I am sparking that thing every single time because like I told y'all, main character stuff. And look at this, they don't answer. Notice how the opposition knows who the main character is. The main character can't be disrespected. I'm even snagging boards with my 25 defensive rebound. That's just how it is when you're the main guy. Your career. The other perk of being the main guy is you can play on rookie mode if you want. You don't have to play on Hall of Fame. For example, dudes are not throwing low IQ passes like that on Hall of Fame. And then on offense, when I decide it's time to be a playmaker, my AIs are showing me that green every single time. Now look, y'all, I think it's safe to say that that last 3 probably put the game out of reach. So let me just show y'all my last 2 buckets, and then I'll give you all the stat line of our first ever uncut gameplay. Of course, I am cutting to the last 2, but whatever. Right here, we're going to get the stop, and you already know, I was a sub 2-minute 800 runner. My track spikes are on. Now we're on the fast break, and don't jump, bro. You're going to get put on a clip. And now for stat padding purposes, we just need one more bucket, because how else are we going to win MVP in our my career if we don't start moving like Westbrook? You know what I'm saying? And that is going to wrap things up for the gameplay, y'all. We get a massive dub behind 34 points on our first ever uncut gameplay. Y'all peep the splits here. We got 34 points, 8 assists, a steal, only 1 turnover, 13 to 16 shooting, 8 to 10 from 3. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. But yeah, that's going to wrap things up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what y'all think of this style. I love y'all. God bless, and I'll catch you in the next one.